Hi, my name's Ella.
And I'm Brack.
So we're going to be explaining our Google site. So we did a lesson for third grade multiplication and division. And our first lesson is fish multiplication, like a basic facts worksheet. And if you go onto, so this is what our Google site looks like. And if you go up to the tabs up front, you can go onto each lesson on more in depth what they are. So the first lesson, the pre-assessment, is watching a little engaging video about and like a follow along song that goes over multiplication facts, so the students can sing along with the video, and that will test their prior knowledge and just kind of remind them of the multiplication facts. And then the actual assessment, which is in the middle, will be completing a worksheet, and it has little like fish on it. That's why it looks like, that's why it's called fish multiplication. And then if they get done in time, or done before the time is up, which they'll have 10 minutes to finish it, then they can color in the fish. And then the post-assessment, which is the third column, is bucket drumming to like multiplication facts. This is the integrating art portion of it. And so basically, each kid will have a bucket and some type of drumstick, or it could even be a pencil. And for example, they'll kind of like keep a beat on their drum, and I'll say, what is 2 times 2? And then they will drum on their drum 2, and they'll do 2 drums times 2 drums equals 4, which will be 4 drums. And then you'll kind of keep the rhythm, and I'll keep asking them questions. So this, and then they keep drumming. But this is a fun and engaging way to integrate arts into a math lesson. Okay, so our next lesson
is popsicle division. The pre-assessment is going to be like the classic like division worksheet with a ton of problems on it. They're going to be given 5 minutes to complete it and just get as many done as you can. This will kind of show me how long each problem takes them, and like how well they know the topic, which will lead us to the assessment. The assessment is popsicle division, and they'll be given, the middle one there. They'll be given pieces of paper with tops of popsicles and bottoms of popsicles. The tops will be the problems, and the bottoms will be the answers. So they'll be cutting out the tops and bottoms and matching the two things to make a popsicle and glue it onto a popsicle stick. They'll be coloring them the same colors, so that's like the art part of it, and then gluing it onto a popsicle stick to make actual popsicles.
And the same problem will be the same color as the answer.
Yeah.
So that's how they'll
I know
figure it
it's
out.
like right. Yeah. The post-assessment, I'm just going to be holding a discussion with the class. I feel like discussions will allow everyone to say how they feel about it. I'll be sparking up topics like what numbers are easy to divide with, what numbers are hard to divide with, or are there some answers that you didn't know would fit into a problem, just to figure out how they felt about the assessment and how they feel about division in general. So.
And then our third lesson, we both did it, but I'll just be explaining it. It's a multiplication and division word problem kind of worksheet and lesson. So students can apply their like critical thinking skills while solving word problems that involve multiplication and division. So my pre-assessment, we're just gonna kind of have a class discussion / lecture, but open-ended lecture, and just kind of go over what the multiplication and division word problems look like and how to solve them. So we'll just have a few of those, and it'll just kind of be like an in-class discussion about what they look like and what they should expect for word problems. And then the assessment will be an actual worksheet that has like real world examples of where you'll see multiplication and division used, like outside of the classroom. And then the post-assessment will happen after everything is cleaned up, and I'll ask them to talk to their desk neighbor about examples that they can think of where they will use multiplication and division in the real world. And then I'll give them a couple of minutes to discuss, and then we'll kind of have a time where they can share with the class what their them and their partner came up with
Of their real world examples.
of their examples. And then I'll also, like, we can further discuss together as a class about why this is important. And then our last page on our Google site is just our sources, and they're listed in order
By lesson.
by lesson. So yeah, that's our Google site. Thank you for listening.